Have you ever stopped to think about how many times the way we listen to music has changed in like 25 years? I'm talking iPods, CDs, cassettes, records, Spotify. I mean, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
We're back in the record room, and for today's episode, we're going to talk about, is TikTok the new radio? Are you ready, brother, for this?
I'm ready. Let's
I
get
mean,
right
we
into
always
it.
talk about this.
Yes.
Like, I mean, we always talk about everything, but this is something that really interested me. Like, I was like, what is going on? Like, I feel like I've lived through so many lives in
Yeah.
these 23 years. I feel like I was born in the generation that we've had comeback of records, comeback of, I had Spotify CDs, everything. Like, I feel like I've lived through so many lives, music-wise.
Yeah, this is as intellectual as our conversations get, because normally we're just talking about music, but here I think we're going to talk a little bit about society too.
Yeah, I feel like this might be one of the deeper podcasts we're ever going to do, in a way.
Let's start. So I guess we would have to start in the 50s.
Brother, give us some music history, please.
Okay, so from the 50s to the early 80s, vinyl records dominated the music industry.
As we know.
Everyone had them. Our grandparents had them.
Fun fact, our grandparents fell in love because my grandmother had these awesome records. My grandparent found out about this, and he went with my grandmother and asked her if... No, how was it?
I think it went a little bit like this. So our grandpa wanted to meet or get closer to our grandma. They were dating. They kind of know each other.
There were no
cordially.
dating apps before.
Yeah, so some way he learned that she loved music and that she had a huge records collection.
We got it from someone.
Yeah, so it's genetic, I think. So our grandpa used it as an excuse and asked her, "Can you show me your records collection?"
And after all, that's history. We were born.
Yeah. So yeah, she did show him her record collection, of course, with permission from her parents. And they spent the whole evening talking over music, about music, and I think they kind of started dating after that, and they never stopped talking for a single day after that day. And even now, they talk about how the soundtrack to this movie, I forget the name of the movie. The song is called Love Story. I don't know if the movie has the same name.
There's a movie called Love Story.
Okay, I think there's one that they say the theme from Love Story is their theme. So yeah, and I asked them if it was a song that they danced to
in their wedding.
They say it's not that song. So I didn't understand how they say it was their theme, but I think I later kind of understood. Like it goes way beyond that.
It goes, yeah. Sometimes the song you dance in your wedding is not the song that connects you with your partner.
Yeah.
You know? So take it more back, brother.
Okay, yeah. So in the 80s, you have the cassettes. They came into the scene. They rendered the vinyl records obsolete. We thought, well, I wasn't born, but it seemed like they were going to be born gone forever. Spoiler, they weren't. But yeah, they were easier to carry, lighter. You could listen to them in the street. You could listen to them in your car. So they dominated the music industry. Then in the 90s, when I was born, CDs were in the process of replacing cassettes. So when I was a kid, my parents were buying CDs already. They still had some cassettes in their cars.
I want to say something here. My parents were the kind of parents that they always had a lot of CDs. And they would always play them in the car. Like in the car, music was always playing, especially love songs. My parents are lovebirds.
Yeah, road trips, listening to those CDs.
Road trips, like listening to Shakira nonstop.
Air Supply.
Miguel Bosé, Luis Miguel.
Yeah, those were the days.
Those were the days.
Yeah,
Enrique Iglesias.
When I was born, like my parents didn't go to the shop to buy cassettes, but they still had them. I got the joy of playing with a broken cassette and like pulling the tape out. I don't know if you...
What's that for? I don't even know what that's for.
So the cassette had like a tape. It was like winded. And when they broke, you could just play with it, open it,
but
pull
nothing
it out.
happened. Like,
yeah, it was just playing. I don't know.
it's like a fidget.
I don't know if it's anecdotal. Yeah, it's like how people like a couple of years ago were obsessed with fidget spinners.
Yeah.
Or like the bubbles and the bubble wrap.
I actually want to take out an ancient artifact. Give me 5 seconds.
Oh my god!
Ignore the dust that is gonna come out of this. But this is a CD case.
Booklet or whatever.
Does it focus? A CD player, CD book. I don't even know what this is. But yeah, for the ones that don't know, for the ones that were born in another generation, this is a CD case. Keep going, brother, please.
Oh yeah, so
Sorry
at
to
the turn
interrupt.
of the last century, the way to listen to music was you listen to the radio, you listen to MTV, you get some songs you like every once in a while, you get new songs you like, then you go to a CD store, and if you had money, you would buy a CD.
Yeah.
So that was at the turn of the century.
Want to pass you there a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was that girl with my little pink Walkman, walking everywhere with it. I think I was actually born with I was born in the CD generation.
Yes.
I mean, lucky me, I got into music in a very young age.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I was like 6 years old and I had my pink Walkman with my pink CDs. And my mom used to have this store in a mall.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a CD. Do you remember there was a CD store? And for me, that was like the first interaction I ever got with collecting a physical form of music.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was cool.
It was awesome.
Like, it was a cool era for me, honestly. And please keep the music history going.
I mean, going to a CD store or a record shop, it's like nothing else. Like, you can look for music on Spotify, but just going to a store and seeing all the physical formats is so special.
The covers are there. Yeah. I feel like low-key I had never thought about this until I was sitting here right now. Maybe that's why I got so much into collecting records.
Maybe.
People always ask me. And thinking about it, I'm thinking about Mini Odette. Just going to the CD store. I was so happy there. Like, I would go to my mom's store to work. I was not working. I was 6 years old. I was going to my mom's store so that I could go to the CD store right in front of it. And maybe it was not the rock classics I like right now, but I remember scrolling through the CDs and seeing all these album covers. And I mean, probably I would get like High School Musical or the pop thing that was trending there. But after all, it was special.
Yeah, you were young. I don't blame you for choosing that music.
Go ahead.
When I was like 4 or 5 years old, me and Nico was our older brother, we would go to a CD shop downtown.
Okay.
And we love to go there. Like, we would go there instead of going to like toy stores or whatever. There was like tons of electronic shops, but we went there because the store had like these huge cardboard cutouts and posters of the band Gorillaz.
Oh.
So we didn't even know their songs, like the Gorillaz songs, but we just love like walking and staring at them. It's so there's something so magical about our work. We can talk about it later.
You know, I feel like the Gorillaz cover, like the Feel Good Ink, I don't know if it's like that could obviously catch a kid's attention. You know, it's maybe even part of their marketing.
It was. We were hooked.
It's good. It's good. It's a good album cover. It's a good album.
Yeah.
In general.
Okay. So at the early 2000s, 3 things happened. 3 that changed everything.
3 explosions happened.
3 massive disruptions. First, Apple released the iPod. So this basically sent the CDs to their grave.
Of course.
Because why would you carry that ancient artifact booklet with 30 CDs?
Give me one. Hey, my pink Walkman was awesome.
I know.
Don't be talking
cool.
about
it's
it.
Aesthetic.
And I'll insert a picture here for you guys to see me with my little pink Walkman.
You were a kid, yeah.
I was a kid baby.
But I mean, in the iPod, you had every song you wanted to, or in your device, right?
Yeah. And it was small.
It was a small pocket device.
It's smaller than the iPhone.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Maybe heavier.
Maybe heavier in a way, yeah.
But more compact.
Yeah. I remember my dad with his, oh my God, I got a huge, like a deja vu of my dad with his iPod and that he would take to the gym.
Yeah.
And he was so pumped to have all these songs there. Oh my God, I'm just remembering this.
It was all new to him.
This is the good thing about this podcast. It's taking me back.
Well, then you got music downloading, which kind of goes hand in hand with the iPhone. But before, you had to listen to the radio a couple of hours. We all had like 3 or 4 radio stations we liked. you maybe got like a couple of songs you liked, a couple of songs that were meh, and you enjoyed it, but now you could just download exactly the song that you wanted to listen to.
Yeah.
If you wanted to download it legally, you would pay. The criminals that did illegal downloading, I wasn't one of them.
Mm-hmm.
They even got it for free. So yeah, the radio started losing a lot of its power there.
YouTube MP3.
And number 3, YouTube came out, and this really, I think this may be a little bit later that music videos started to officially be uploaded to YouTube, but it really hit MTV hard because again, just like the radio, for MTV, you maybe had your not your the programs that you liked.
Yeah.
And you put them at the hour they came out, and maybe hope for 3 or 4 songs you liked to be played over the whole hour or 2-hour duration of the show. Or maybe you played MTV hits on the background. But with YouTube, you could just go to YouTube and look for the song you wanted to. Exactly. And this was before YouTube had ads.
Oh.
So this was another YouTube.
Even better.
Yeah, even better. So
now we're talking. YouTube, what's up? But
yeah, those were 3 massive changes there.
Yeah, so the 3 massive changes were iPod.
Mm-hmm.
It was
music downloading,
and YouTube.
And yeah, I think MTV had started to put on these lame trash TV shows. I think this really pushed them over the edge of going from music to having to diversify a lot of their content.
Maybe they should have done a deep investigation if this was going to help or worse. But one thing I do want to say, I don't know when the iPod Nano was released, because my first iPod or my first type of downloading music was with this pink little, I don't even know why they were all pink. I don't like pink right now. It was this little pink iPod Nano, and I remember my friends, as I said, they would love going to toy stores, buying Barbies, buying these toys, and the only thing I wanted, I remember perfectly, we're in Houston. I was so young. I could tell you I was like 7 years old, 8 years old. I just wanted an iPod. And I just find that so cool. And I find it so pleasing that I was a music child. I'm just so pleased that I was a music child. And then I remember perfectly when the YouTube era came in, I wanted these beats. The beats were trending. If you had beats, you were cool. Like this cool headphones, red, Beats by Dr. Dre. Like
great marketing.
If you had them, you know what's up. So I go with my cousin, my cousin called Naim. If you're watching this, shout out. And he was like, not a nerd, but he loved those electronic things. He had the cool computers, the cool beats. And I was just a youngster, and I was like, cousin, I want these headphones. And he was like, what's your way of listening to music? And I was like, YouTube. And he was like, well, that's not gonna work because you're not gonna fully listen to the songs as you should, you know?
Like the quality.
Why would you want beats if you're not gonna listen to you're not gonna listen to the songs how they're supposed to be listened to?
Good quality.
That broke my heart. I just wanted, I didn't know.
You just wanted to look cool.
I just wanted to look cool in my red Beats. Spoiler alert, I did get them. And they were green. They were green.
You were the coolest cat in school?
Yeah, I was. And go ahead.
So yeah, we got these 3 changes in the early 2000s, middle 2000s. Then on the early 2010s, we got Spotify.
Yeah.
And the iPhone or smartphones would completely change the rules of the game again. So before, you just said how my father took his iPod to the gym. So if you wanted to listen to music and communicate like with a phone, you had to carry 2 devices. Now with smartphones or the iPhone, you could just carry one and basically had all the basic functions of a phone and more, and it got Spotify. Then with the iPod, you had to download music at your home if you wanted to listen it outside or whatever. But now with Spotify, as long as you had signal, you could listen to music anywhere, any song on command. Like if someone told you, hey, have you listened to this song? You could just pull it out quickly and listen to it in your car or whatever.
It's easier. They made it easier. Now what people want is to be comfortable, and they just they just resolved all the issues
Yeah.
that we wanted. And it's funny because I was thinking right now, did the iPod Nano have games? It had like not the iPod Nano. I'm talking about my dad's iPod. Like I think you can download like this, like the BlackBerry game.
Did it have like Snake or one of the, I
think
can't
it had
remember.
Snake. I remember my dad just giving me the iPod, like just play with the little Snake game. That's why I was like right now, like this. I feel like this episode is so nostalgic for me. I'm
Yeah.
like remembering everything that we didn't talk about in years. Like
Music takes you back.
Music takes you back. Music takes you back.
Back in time.
And then what happened, brother? Tell us more about it.
So yeah, another big change that smartphones and Spotify brought was that instead of having to buy, I mean, if you did it legally, of course, every song costs like $1.
Yeah.
I think.
But I think that if you bought the album, it was cheaper.
Okay,
cheaper.
maybe. Well, now you just pay $10 a month with Spotify, and you have like almost every song in the world. So that was a complete game changer.
Yeah, for sure. And 2 for 1. You know,
Yeah.
like you don't get ads. Well, I don't know. Well, I pay the no ads in Spotify. You even get lyrics now.
Yeah.
You don't even have to get your phone out and search
No.
for lyrics. You just get them down there. And
That's true.
Spotify,
Not only 2 for 1, but if you go back to the CD, Walkman, phone era, 3 for 1.
that's true. Or you need 4. And
I don't know for it.
And I just feel like Spotify really did change the game. It's so awesome. It's so easy. I mean, if you're on Spotify or on Apple Music, like we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, music streaming services.
Music streaming services.
Yeah.
We just use Spotify. It was the first for me. I was introduced to it a long time ago. It changed my life completely. It's so cool that now when you want to listen to an artist, it's so easy. You just search for the name of the band, gives you the 10 most streamed songs or the 10 most popular songs. And it's awesome because if you don't know where to start, you can start there.
Yeah.
Instead of just going on YouTube and like scrolling and like it just made it easier. I'm a big YouTube fan. I'm a visual person. I love music videos. I love live music. And I am gonna say something. You know how social media sometimes dies? Like Snapchat, I don't know if it's dying. I don't use it anymore. Vine. We got other. I feel like Twitter might not be as more used as before.
I don't know. It's still alive.
But I feel like YouTube is something that has not died yet.
Yeah.
Like, we listen to Spotify, but now YouTube made it. I feel like YouTube survived.
So alive. It's so alive.
YouTube survived that social media you know?
No, there's a ton of people that they wake up, they listen to, look for like a YouTube video. They listen to it when they're cooking their breakfast or driving their car or
there's
whatever.
There's vloggers now. There's podcasters. There's everything. And it's after all, when you want to see how to do something and you don't understand the text, what's the first thing you search for? YouTube video. And I feel like Spotify is awesome too.
Yes. I mean, that happened in the early 2010s. Personally, I started using Spotify in 2013. That was a long time ago, 13 years ago. And I remember thinking back then, like, we had lived through so many changes so fast, not only with music, but also like Netflix.
Yeah.
Like, we all know the Blockbuster story when we were kids.
We all know the Blockbuster story.
Yeah, when we used to go to Blockbuster, rent. We got worried if we were running late for the fee because there was like this fee which was super expensive.
I was a Blockbuster kid too.
Then we got Netflix, but I mean in 2013 I thought it was gonna happen next. Like our virtual reality games going to replace like analog controller video games. What about our cars? Are we gonna have flying cars or something? Maybe I'm exaggerating, but
look, I'm gonna tell you something. I prefer to have Spotify Premium than flying cars.
Me too. There were so many things I was kind of excited. I mean, what's going to happen? And honestly, I feel like 13 years after that, there haven't been as many changes as I thought there were going to be. Yes, we have AI.
Yeah,
it's a massive disruptor.
It's huge.
But if you analyze like the formats that we use and like the hardware that we still use the same smartphone, and iPhone is still the king of the market.
King.
We still use Spotify.
We do use Spotify.
We still use Netflix.
I do use Netflix.
If you play video games, analog controller based video games are still the most popular.
Yeah.
Cars are about the same. They go.
They don't
as
fly,
fast.
but they're the same.
Yeah. So I guess maybe a small change would be that vinyl records.
Yeah, that's insane.
They made a small comeback.
They did make a small comeback.
Or well, bigger and bigger. It's getting bigger with time.
It's getting bigger with time.
When did you start to collect?
I started to collect around. I was talking with my grandma about this. Funny enough, I started to collect when I was 14. I'm 26 now. No, I'm not. I'm 23 now. And that's 9 years. And that's insane. And
Yeah.
I started collecting because I've always been a collector. As I said, I collected CDs. I'm someone who loves to own a physical form of what they love. I fell in love with music thanks to Spotify. I was just thinking about that. I don't know if I would love rock music if it wasn't for Spotify, you know? Like you showed me, you made me the playlist.
Mm-hmm.
It was so easy for me to listen to, just to play shuffle and to listen to that. I don't know if that would have been possible without it, because it's not like if I was going to go buy the songs $1 each, or I was going to go download all the songs. It just made it easier for me.
Or if it was a CD or record, maybe you wouldn't have played it completely and listened to it.
Yeah, now we're here. We're back in the record format. I'm so happy we're back. It gets me so excited whenever I go to a record store and I just see it full of people, full of kids, adults, teenagers. It's making a huge comeback, and I'm just so excited. I have always told you I'm excited to have kids.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm seeing in the future. I'm young. Just share the collection with them. Just put it on the record and just thinking like, I got this when I was 14 and now I'm showing it to my kids. I just feel like it's awesome. My favorite thing about collecting records, it's that you can disconnect for a while. You put the record on, it plays fully, and you don't have another way. Well, if you like changing songs, I don't. I like to play the record fully. It just helps you disconnect for a bit and listen to the album fully, and that's something that not even Spotify can give you. I hate that shuffle button.
I know, and I mean, we've mentioned a lot of great things on Spotify. It has taken us a bit further away from that album culture of listening to an album like front to back, slowly falling in love with the songs. Maybe we can do an episode later.
We should.
On that, on listening to albums. But yeah, so the one big change.
Say it. Say it.
I feel like TikTok is a new radio.
TikTok is the new radio.
So bear with me. I'm going to take it back a bit again. So when we had the radio, no one said, oh, today I'm going to turn on the radio to listen and discover a new song. We just had our favorite 2 or 3 or 4 stations. We play them. Every once in a while, we got a song we already liked. It made us so happy. But then every once in a while, when we were driving around, going to the market or whatever, we heard the song on the radio that we liked. So in a passive way, we will learn new songs that we liked.
Yeah, without even realizing.
Yeah, without even realizing, without actively looking for it.
Yeah,
right?
It just happened.
Yeah, and there was like a surprise, right? The moment that you least expected it.
Yeah, it finds you.
Then with Spotify, this changed completely. Because you can now go straight to the song you want to listen to, and you got access to basically every song in the world. But if you want to discover new music, you can just go to the new Music Friday.
Yeah.
You can have this like Spotify creates you like curated playlists to your personal taste.
Yeah, it's like for you, I think.
Yeah. You can go to an artist you like.
Brother, now we have a Spotify DJ.
Really?
Spotify has a DJ.
How does it work?
I don't know, but my friend put it last time. Like, yeah, no, I'll put the Spotify DJ. And I was like, what? And yeah, like it just plays random songs for you.
I'm going to try it.
You should.
Again. So you could go to our artist profile, just go to search and similar artists.
Mm-hmm.
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that passive discovery is better than active discovery.
No.
I'm just comparing them.
Yeah.
So with Spotify or the streaming services, Apple Music, you got this like active discovery. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
most of the time, if you discover music, is because you went looking for it, and it's so easy and practical to do it.
So easy.
And I've learned so many songs and
I
artists.
feel like some of your favorite artists, you found them on Spotify, like Death Cab for Cutie.
Yeah, I
You
did.
discovered it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Exactly.
I mean, he wasn't like Christopher Columbus that he discovered them, but like he,
Like for me,
he discovered it for
Yeah.
himself.
I didn't make him famous, but for myself.
It would have been cool for you
And
to
I mean,
make them famous.
for me and you, maybe we're, like you and I talk a lot about
Yeah.
music, but maybe we're not surrounded by a lot of people that like the same music that we like. So,
We're not surrounded by any people that like the
that's a
music that we
resource
like.
for us to learn about new bands that we would have never ever started liking.
Yeah. And look, I'm gonna say something. I am part of the TikTok generation after all.
Mhm.
I do scroll through TikTok so much that I am even worried for myself.
But I mean, that's where I'm going with this. TikTok is a new radio because just like we did with the radio, we don't go into TikTok looking for a new song we're gonna
Yeah.
like. We're scrolling, looking at music videos.
Yeah.
Not music videos, just like videos.
Yeah, short videos.
Content we like. We try to get a reaction out of us. But every once in a while, we get like this snippet of a song
Yeah.
that we like or hooks us. Sometimes it doesn't hook us the first time. It takes like 2 or 3 or 4 times.
Or 10 times when it's a trend.
Yeah. And then you're like, what is this song? And you search for it in Spotify. You add it to your playlist and boom, you've discovered a new song. You weren't looking for it. You just stumbled upon it. So it's kind of poetic how technology and modernity both killed the passive discovery, but then brought it back to life
It's insane.
with TikTok.
In a way.
It's like cyclically poetic.
Yeah, and it goes way deeper because now artists used to invert like maybe in how do you say billboards? Like
Yeah.
they used to like put billboards, commercials, marketing, ads, whatever. Now all the artists they just put money in marketing for TikTok.
Yeah.
Some songs they kind of fool us
Mhm.
thinking they're trending, but the real thing is that they're just putting money for them to
Yes, of
become a
course.
trend. It
Ti-
happens.
It's a big TikTok is the biggest music marketer in the world
It
today.
is. It is. It is. And look, I'm guilty. I listen to music. I listen to TikToks a lot. Some songs stay with me. I swear, without even trying.
Mhm.
Like there was this trend in 2020. Like it was this song. It was like a mashup of songs. It was like TikTok on a clock, and then it was like, it's this song that is just a mashup of songs.
Is that a
and
Kesha song?
No, but it's not Kesha song. It's like 15 songs in a 1 minute
Okay.
song, and you just know it. You just memorized it because you don't even understand why. Like you
Mhm.
don't want to memorize it, and then it's like it's TikTok on the clock, and then it just starts like a huge mashup
Uh-huh.
of different songs, and if I just see one TikTok, I can recite it all for you, but it's this thing that you don't even try, and it just sticks with you.
It sticks in your brain.
It sticks in your brain, and it's crazy. I
But
find it crazy.
but I'm gonna tell you something. It is kind of cool that TikTok, because some of the times, it gives you like those catchy songs that are designed just for TikTok, like to become viral.
Mhm.
But it also gives you a chance. It's giving us a chance and all of this younger generation to learn about old songs,
No,
like from 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago.
even for us, I mean, how
Yeah.
many songs have I discovered? I mean, Silver Springs, great
Great song.
song. I did not know it after
I
that.
didn't know it either.
My brother had to be trying to put me into Linger for a long time by the
Oh,
Cranberries.
don't get me started on the Linger affair.
This is like our core. Like he always sends me songs, and sometimes I forget to listen to them, or I listen to them and then I forget, and then I just randomly start like, "Hey brother, did you listen to this song?" And he was like, "I sent you this song like 3 years ago."
No, several times.
And I think that's the magic of TikTok. Like you can discover new songs. Let Down by Radiohead is trending too.
Same thing.
And it's awesome. It's awesome. I love that. I love that my friends are getting into that vibe too.
Mhm.
Time to Pretend by MGMT has always been trending. Empire of the like honestly, the Smiths. There's a Light That Never Goes
Yeah.
Out. Like it became trending again. I can see so many like in Rainbows. Like All I Need.
Yeah.
The outro is trending.
Like if you're talking specifically about the Smiths and Radiohead, I think that they like the new generation or us, we're like their music is so relatable to what who were living
Yeah.
right now.
It's like they knew what was going to happen
Yeah.
in the future.
They were
Maybe they did.
They were pioneers.
They were pioneers.
And then with songs like Silver Springs or Let Down, they were songs that they weren't famous.
Yeah.
So right now they're more famous than they had ever been, which is it's crazy to think about.
It's crazy how a song can become more famous after being released 15 years
Yes.
or more ago. Like that's insane, and I love it. Like
I love it too. I love it too.
Yeah, like why not?
Like not all is bad
Why
with social
not?
media. You
No,
also,
it's not all bad.
You also got
It's not
some
all
cool
bad.
stuff.
I love that is happening right now. I do think that, of course, there's songs that I might not like, but it's all part of it. It all has good things. It all has bad things, but especially good. Like I'm really enjoying this. And if you think about it, YouTube and TikTok in a way are connected. Because I remember with the Silver Springs, like they were all like, oh, they were fighting, and look at their passionate faces in the video. And then you go and you listen to it on YouTube. You want to see the full reaction. You want to see the full video. So in a way, they're still connected. After all, people now, I think there was research that there's a shorter span.
Yeah, there's a shorter attention span.
So it's perfect because you just see like some clips go from 30 seconds to 3 minutes, depend on the type of content you're seeing. But if you want to see the more content, you just go to YouTube and enjoy it. So it's perfect because we got best of both worlds.
Yep.
You get the full length video and you get the short length video. And I mean, people always talk about TikTok, of course. But after all, TikTok knows what you like. TikTok knows your For You page. It's called your For You page for a reason. I do have 2 accounts on TikTok. I have my personal and I have my music account. And it's awesome because in my music account, I learn all about music. There are creators that are showing music. They're showing records in a way. And then you have the creators that are just, when I have short attention span and I just want to scroll and laugh. So yeah, I have best of both worlds.
Got the good and the bad?
Got the good and the bad, brother. Yeah. My brother doesn't even use TikTok.
I don't, but
I do.
I mean, I do have Instagram or YouTube Shorts, so the vibe is basically the same, right?
It is the same. And after all, it's so cool that we have different formats to listen to music, and I feel like maybe before it used to be harder to find out about music.
Yeah, but if you think about it, music has been a constant. So there's a lot of new technology, a lot of entertainment that people still keep coming back to music. So
because music is life.
So powerful.
Music is powerful, and music says everything without even trying to say anything.
Exactly.
Like a song can say more about me than I ever did. And well, yeah. Anything else you want to add, brother?
No, I hope we've been concise.
I do want to say one more thing. I feel like it depended a lot on what you would listen, on where you lived.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't know how it worked, if it was by cities or by countries. That's the type of music they would play. You know, like in Mexico, they played a type of music.
Are you talking about social media, TikTok?
No, I'm talking about the radio.
Oh, yes.
Like 20 years ago.
So it wasn't as global as it's right now.
No, yeah.
Like songs were more local.
You would like what they were playing for you.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Yes.
In a way. But yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know what era of music you guys were born into.
Yeah.
Or what was your favorite era. Or even, what's your favorite way to stream music? Because for me, it is records. I don't care. It's records. But maybe for you, it's another way. And I'm so thankful that I was born into the generation that I have been able to listen to music in all different types of that I could. Like, that's awesome, honestly. And
you get to share or bring back to life, like
I do, and
vinyl records.
Makes me so happy, honestly. That's the thing I like most about this.
Be proud of yourself.
I am, brother. Thanks. And the last thing I'm going to say that I forgot to add is that the only thing that Spotify can't give you, that records can and CDs can, is going to record stores. And nothing compares to going to a record store. You get to, the feeling of just touching the record and
the smell,
the artwork, it just takes you back 40 years ago. And I cannot even explain it. Like my favorite thing to do ever is just going to record stores. It takes me back.
It's like being a kid in a toy store.
No, facts. And it just adds to the experience, and that's something that streaming can never give you, and
Never will.
never will. And that's I don't know why I got all sentimental about record stores, but thank you to all the record stores that are still alive and that are still giving us that feeling of enjoyment of buying records. And I know it's been hard. I know like it's been changing constantly, but just know that the vinyl community is always gonna be here supporting you guys. And thank you for everything that you do. And thank you for everyone that's listening to the podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what you guys want us to talk about, because
Please.
we love getting deep with music. And see you on the next one.
Bye.